Hey y'all, Tara May here again. This time I'm going to be unboxing my Blu-ray horror pack for the month of October. Horror Pack is a subscription service where you can sign up and you'll get randomly 4 Blu-ray or 4 DVD, or you can choose both packages as the titles will be different. They'll be mailed to you each month, and they'll leave clues. You can follow them on Instagram or on Twitter and find those clues and try to take a stab at what you think you may be getting. Like I said, you get them once a month, and a lot of the titles, they range from independent, you get some 80s, you get some current ones, stuff like that, and it's good for beginning collectors and everything. So, this is my unboxing video of it, and I'm going to show y'all what I got. I haven't actually opened this yet, and I've already done the DVD one because I actually got both of them today, so I'm actually interested to see what's going to be in here. Now, I opened the top of the box, I just didn't open the packet. And it's in these mailers. The DVD one was not, but it actually had something pretty interesting in there as why. So, let's see. Our first title, The Purge. And that is actually Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. That's not bad. I actually already have this one, but that's alright. It's a pretty good movie. And most of you probably know what The Purge is by now. This is kind of a futuristic sci-fi take on what America could become, and it's like there's one day in the whole year where you can commit any crime and not be convicted, including murder. Those that choose not to do the purging, they stay in their homes. The rich people can buy security measures to keep themselves safe, whereas a lot of other people are subject to whether or not they take somebody off throughout the year and somebody wants to come seek revenge on them and, you know, mess up their family. And of course, this particular thing, it kind of goes awry for a guy that actually developed some of the security stuff. So I'll read the back of this to y'all. If you could commit any crime without consequences, what would you do? From the producer of Paranormal Activity and Sinister comes an inventive thriller that dares you to survive the most dangerous night in America, The Purge. When all crime is legal for 12 hours, when an intruder breaks into James Sands' Ethan Hawke's gated community during the yearly lockdown, he begins a sequence of events that threatens to tear a family apart. Now it is up to James and his wife, Mary, Lena Headey, and their kids to make it through the night without turning into monsters from whom they hide. And she is the lady from Game of Thrones with the long blonde hair. I watched some of Game of Thrones, the name's escaping me. But yeah. She's been in a few horror titles here and there, and she's pretty interesting to watch. And Ethan Hawke, you know, he's been in things since he was a kid, The Explorer, stuff like that. So, it's actually a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was kind of different, you know, and it had this eerie, you know, kind of vibe to it and stuff like that. And of course, it's got twists, and it had a lot of action to it. Stuff that goes on within the family, and you kind of see, you know, the family struggle, you know, with a lot of everyday elements, as well as the situation that's going on around them and stuff. So it was pretty cool. I'm not disappointed to get that, especially if I hadn't already had it, but you know, win some, you lose some. So the next title, Late Night Double Feature, Cannibals, Self-Mutilation, and Bloody Revenge. Things get nasty during this horror show. This is a horror pack limited edition, so I guess the title of the movie is Late Night Double Feature. I haven't actually heard of this one, but then I hadn't heard of any of the limited ones. So let's see. From a down-and-out TV studio where Hollywood dreams go to die, your host, Dr. Nasty, brings his audiences a late-night double bill of the strange and terrifying. First up is Dinner for Monsters, where a chef is hired to cook a meal for clients with a unique appetite. Next up is Slit, where a sadist for hire must survive a serial killer on the loose. Once the films end, backstage drama and bloody chaos ensues with the cast of Dr. Nasty's Cover Cloud of Horror, as hearts are broken, dreams are smashed, and arteries are sliced open. This actually has a good amount of special features on it too. Director's audio commentary, actor's audio commentary, stuff like that. But it's got Cannibals, Self-Mutilation, and Bloody Revenge, the making of the late night double feature. And that's actually 76 minutes long. Some storyboard comparisons and stuff, video from New York City and Toronto premieres, stuff like that on there. So that's pretty cool. And you know, some of these turned out to be pretty good. The last limited really wasn't that bad. It was a little artsy, but I kind of liked it, and it was actually signed too. So let's see. The next one looks like it says Dolly Deadly. Oh, this one actually is signed. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but Benji's going to kill you. So it looks like this one's about a doll. And this one's also horror pack limited, so we actually got 2 limited in the Blu-ray pack. I guess because it's their anniversary, I believe. October, pretty good month to have an anniversary. The story of Dolly Deadly revolves around the warped psychology of a tormented young boy who can only relate to his doll collection, and the only relief from pain in his life comes from within slaughtering those he has learned to hate the most, everyone in his trailer park. The film is a whirlwind of vengeful deaths, elaborate dream sequences, and crazy characters. Effects involve handmade prosthetics and blood for all the head wounds, jaw-cracking action, melting faces, spurting blood, stab wounds, rotting corpse makeup, and fun with fire. Throughout the movie, claymation and puppetry is used. That's right, old school effects. If you're a fan of the 80s horror and low-budget films with attitude and guts, literally, then you will love this. Well, I'm excited to see that because I'm not a big fan of computer animation, as I've often said, and to see people go back to practical effects, that would be great. I used to love that. And this looks like, I always love stuff with killer dolls and stuff, although it just seems he has a doll obsession. But that's kind of, still sounds pretty damn neat. And the fact that it's signed may be worth something someday. Stephen King's Children of the Corn on Blu-ray. I do not have this on Blu-ray, so I'm not disappointed to get that upgrade. Midnight Madness series. The original that started it all. Now, almost any horror fan's going to know what Children of the Corn is. This actually, funny story, was one movie I was not allowed to watch as a kid because my dad was afraid my brother and I would get ideas. That said anything about our childhood. But this is a very fun one. It's serious, but to me it's kind of fun. This couple's traveling. He's on his way to a new job, and they stop because, well, they find a boy in the road. They go to the town that's closest by in order to try to get him some help, as he is, he pretty much died, They hit him, but he was already kind of, So, when they get there, they, of course, find that there are no adults anywhere. There's just creepy kids all over the place. And these kids actually have sort of a cult. And I won't say much more in case you haven't seen the movie. This is, of course, based on the Stephen King, as it says right there, Stephen King. Stephen King, very popular story. It is not super close to the short story. There is a lot of differences, and there has been a remake of this movie that some elements of it are slightly closer to the story, but it really, it's not this. There are some really great things about this, including just who they picked for the cast. You got Linda Hamilton, who played in Terminator, and you've got the guy that played Malachi. A lot of people remember him. That's Courtney Gaines. He was actually in a lot of popular comedies and stuff back then, but he's probably one of the most memorable ones in the whole movie. And you also have Peter Horton in this. And the guy that played Isaac was also pretty memorable, and he came back in one of the later sequels, the Children of the Corn 666, which was pretty interesting, but everything about that guy was completely creepy, and it just was perfect for this role. And I'm really not disappointed to get this upgrade. I just kind of had like a regular DVD anyway, so that's pretty cool. It's nice to see that a lot of these Stephen King movies are starting to get a Blu-ray treatment. It just shows that a lot of these classics, they really don't go out of style. So I'm pretty pleased overall with this month's Blu-ray horror pack. While I did have a couple of the titles, the one was an upgrade, but we had 2 limiteds, and one of them signed, so that's pretty cool, and I can't wait to check those out. I'll probably tweet about them when I watch them and let y'all know how I feel about the movie. I may do reviews if I feel it's necessary, because I do that too. So, I hope y'all enjoyed my unboxing, and I hope that you like or subscribe. And you can check me out on Twitter at Tarame79, that's TARAMAE79. And let me know if you have any questions on anything I got, or just anything in general. I don't mind answering questions. Or you can leave comments below. So until next time, I will see you later.